Welcome back to Doodle Heaven, Texas. This may be a video more for our owners or those who are wanting to get on our reservation list than for others, maybe other breeders that you're wondering how different people do it, but this is going to explain the process. A lot of people say, what number am I on the waiting list? And while I can tell you that you're number 12, that doesn't mean that you're 12th to select, because it's going to depend on whether you picked a female, a male, you chose to do either, and what puppies we end up having. Once you've selected a female, you have to stick with female. Once you've selected male, you stick with male. So if you choose either, you can change your mind. You can go either way and let that puppy pick you, or pick based on color, temperament, other kind of things. If you're set and you know female is the only way to go for you, then please do that, because it will make that process simpler. But if you're open to others, be sure and put either, because we're going to watch how this plays out for Lori, and she's not picking exactly where she is in the video. So I'm going to show you a made-up reservation list and how it plays out.
If you think these puppies are cute, like and subscribe.
Now, first of all, we select 2 puppies from every litter, or we reserve the right to take those. That may be that we are going to select them for us to continue our program. It may be we select them for service or therapy. It may be a friend or family member, or it may be a current owner. If you're a current owner with us, we prioritize you. We want you to be able to have a special spot for us because you're already part of our Doodle family. So those spots are reserved for that purpose. We don't always use them, but a lot of times we do. And if we do, that can play out how far you are on the waiting list. So let me just show you how this works. Okay, so we've got our list here, and we've just had a litter of puppies. We've had Emmy. Emmy had 3 females. We're using the red to dictate female, and we're using blue to dictate male, and the black is for either. So Emmy had 3 females and 4 males. Doodle Heaven, Texas has selected 2 females. That means Susan is number 3, and she's going to select number 3. We moved Tommy in. Tommy. Then we've put Michelle because she's an either. We had to skip Vanessa, Debbie, and Maria. We've moved to Abby and Stephanie. So we've put them in those positions. Then as we're going along, we call Michelle, and Michelle says, I might want a male, but I really wanted to be able to choose between the 2. So I don't think I want to be on this list. So Michelle goes out, and we add another one down here. We ask Stephanie, are you okay with a male? Is that good with you? And if she says, I'm good with that, then she stays on the list. We look next, and it's Daphne. Daphne is perfect because it's a male. Now, here's the challenge. Because Daphne's last selection, Daphne does have the right to say, that's not my puppy. So let's make it the worst case scenario. And Daphne says, I was really wanting a pink polka dot puppy, and these are apricot. So I'm gonna wait. We can't get Lori, so we're gonna go to Anne. And Anne says, yes. So Anne is in. So what's happened is Susan has a puppy, Tommy, Abby, Stephanie, and Anne. Okay, now we're going to jump to the next litter. I really am kind of making this worst case scenario so you can kind of see how this plays out. So let me show you. The next litter's been born. And we have Finley Joe, and she only had 3 females. What is it? We haven't had females in this scenario. So 3 females, 6 males. Finley Joe takes 2 females. So guess who's next? Michelle. She's going to take either. So we are not going to know until 6 weeks what she selects, unless she just decides. She could take this last female, or she could take a male. So we're not going to know for a while. And since I don't know, that means I can put Vanessa in. So as we're going along, Michelle decides at 6 weeks, female, Vanessa's out. Now, the rest of these have to be okay with a male, because that's all I have. So if Daphne says this time, yeah, I definitely want one, I'm good with a male because I don't want to wait. Lisa says, yes, I definitely do. But then I'm going to be able to go down my list and see who is next, because I've got to fill Vanessa's spot, and that's going to be Drake. It's hard to write sideways. So now we have Michelle. We've had to skip down to Daphne, Stacy, Lisa, Heidi, Kim, and Drake. So we're going to move into the next litter. Okay, so we've had another litter now. We have Kaya. Doodle Heaven, Texas has 1 female and 1 for either. So again, we're not going to know until the 6-week mark what that person chooses. But you know, I'm going to make it the worst case scenario. So they've decided female. So at 6 weeks, when we do selections, this puts Lori out, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have our males that are left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mark is going to need to be okay with choosing a male. And then we're going to add, we have an open spot because we don't have any more reservations. And now we have another open spot again for a male, or, and that's wrong, there's not an open spot. That is actually Dan and Della. As long as they're okay with a man, with a male. As long as they're okay with a male. So poor Lori here has had quite a time of it. Let's see how this plays out further. Sorry about that last one. I didn't show the bottom, so you can see how that plays out. But we've got a new litter, and so here we go. We have Doodle Heaven, Texas taking a female, either, and then Lori, Libby, and Dana are next on here. I accidentally put Maggie as taking one, but actually Maggie is not taking one in this one. So if it's going to work in her favor, I get a male, then Dana is going to get a puppy. So you can see how this plays out, and you can see again what happened on this litter that I wasn't showing in that